And we're back. Still on the summary screen from the last level, because you can't actually save between levels.
Why would they ever let you do that?
And the sequel even didn't add the ability to save between levels. And next.
Sunday, December 7th.
Remember how this pass got opened?
Yeah.
Now we have to deal with
drove
that.
his army without rest through the
dear.
fleeing remnants of Rabigan's forces and into 7 gates. We are there now, inside the pass, where he then clashed with the deceiver on his way east. The bodies of the undead are everywhere, melted and broken. It seems inconceivable that anything could have survived. I don't know why he attacked the deceiver, unless somehow he found out what was going on in silver mines. One of the veterans said that these two had it out after the battle for Tyr 12 years ago, and that the Watcher barely survived. I have a feeling the real reasons for what happened today go back even farther than that. Whatever the case, while the battle raged only a few miles away and we thought the Watcher was coming for us next, I was glad nobody had asked me to carry his damned arm. It looks like the volcano will keep 7 gates open through the winter, so Maildun is sending out patrols to retake the pass. The Legion's growing fame seems to draw danger like a bright candle attracts moths. If any of the enemy survive the floods and fighting, I'm sure we'll be the ones to find them. So ends the 17th year of the war.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's a lot of years.
Yeah. No dwarves this time. And we get warriors instead of berserks.
Did somebody just make a comment about hurting each other?
Yeah, the enemy are fighting each other.
Oh.
They're not all on the same side.
Oh.
Our job is just to throughout all of this hunt down one specific enemy leader person and kill them.
And just don't aggro the people who are technically on our side?
It's more than that. You actually have to manipulate them into fighting each other.
Oh.
Yeah, it's possible to lead groups of enemies into each other.
Wow. It always sounds like somebody's applauding when a Solus dies.
It's me, because I'm glad they're gone.
It's like a round of applause every time you kill a Solus, and it just feels good inside. Yay! Whack. The noise is so cute. Do you know what's really fun? Making noises for things to be recorded.
Oh, doing Foley?
Mm-hmm. Do you know what sounds like a spine cracking?
Celery?
We're moving.
Yes, actually. How did you know that?
Mystery Science Theater 3000, they did a skit about Foley. It was mostly fake, but that one was real.
Yeah. And, punching some thawed hamburger helps, too.
Oh, God.
Close enough.
Oh, we get a journeyman.
Yeah. He needs to start journeying.
Okay. Now, strategy for this level. Lead enemy forces into each other. Before we do this, I'm going to save. Just in case. So the journeyman needs to catch up.
Yeah, needs to do a little journeying, and I need a little bit of speech therapy.
Yeah. Yes, sir.
Okay. This is a good place to set up.
Yes, sir.
Set up my archers in a long line. And now take the most expendable warrior I can find. They're all veterans, so...
Aww. So just kind of fling them in the front, use them as bait?
Pretty much. They often survive, but they don't always survive, so... You pick someone relatively expendable in case they don't survive, but they don't have to be killed off by doing this.
Yeah. Let's just make sure that the enemy remembers that they were chasing us.
Got it.
So
See
we
how there are
don't have
two
to...
groups of enemies?
Oh, those are very large and very red.
See how there are two groups of enemies?
That's foreboding.
Remember how they're not on the same side as each other?
Oh.
Got it. Yes.
They're not.
Yes, sir.
So, what you're doing is basically
On my way.
standing in between them and tricking the AI into making them attack each other.
Yep. With my archers set up here as insurance for the relatively small portion of them that actually comes after me.
Oh, this
Watch
is hilarious.
Here, get some. Here, Garrus, I think that's how I'm pronouncing. Garrus, I think that's how I'm pronouncing your name. Yeah, just get some popcorn and watch the carnage.
So, if it's carnage, would it be a drive-in theater?
So anyway, they're killing each other, so I don't have to kill most of them, and then I can just use my archers to take care of the small number of them that actually survive.
Yeah. Of course, that electrocution is the more accurate version, less drunk version of our dwarves.
On my
Yep.
way. Sir?
Of course the enemy's version is better, that's just the rules. Oh no, they're coming at us! Oh right, whole wall of archers.
Ka-thwack, ka-thwack, ka-thwack.
There's one.
They just sound so normal. They're just like... They sound like somebody would just meet in the middle of nowhere. Just your average 20-something.
Yeah, in the sequel they did change that. Instead, all of them are British for some reason. No one else in the entire setting is British except all of the archers.
Interesting.
Yeah.
No idea why they did that, but...
We're moving.
Okay, yeah, save just after that resounding success.
Yeah, we didn't lose a single person, did we?
Nope, one guy took minor damage. That was it.
That's pretty great. Yeah, I was hoping that wasn't the end of the level.
No, that was just the first one of these. There are quite a few of them, actually.
Oh, okay, because I'm like, okay, so after we're done with that, are we just done? Or?
No, they wouldn't give us 8 archers, 10 warriors, and a journeyman to do that. We're actually looking for one specific enemy who we're supposed to assassinate.
Oh.
That one is a shade. You know that guy that Ulrich killed a few levels ago?
Oh, yeah.
We have to fight one of those.
Ooh.
With only normal units.
Oh.
This won't be the last time.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
You know that ability that Ulrich used to wipe out a ridiculously large group of enemies? The guy we're going to be fighting in this level has that ability.
Oh, no.
There's a trick to getting around it that I'll show you later.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Alright. I'm guessing it's using ranged.
No, actually. His range for that ability is the same as most of my unit's attack range.
Oh.
Got it.
So there's a different trick, which I'll explain once we're there.
Alright.
Okay, these are just this is the remnants of a fight between the two sides.
So all we have to do is clean up.
Yeah, which the archers are really good for.
Yeah. Because, like, the warriors are really slow and stuff. So it'd take forever to just clean stuff up.
Yep, but with archers it's pretty easy.
Yeah. Well, it's pretty quick if you speed up the time either way, but...
Ooh! Bad, 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 bad. Normal.
Yeah. Got it.
I could probably just fight these guys, but it would be costly, so instead I'm going to
On my way.
get their attention and then see if I can use this warrior who conveniently moves a lot faster than they do to lead them to another group of enemies.
Yeah.
Yeah, seeing as he's living and they're
On my way.
sort of living, it makes sense that he actually moves quicker.
Though Myrmidons actually move quite fast, even though they're undead.
Maybe it's like a magical energy, replacing the muscle elasticity or something.
I don't know.
Yes, sir.
Or maybe because quantum.
They never attempt to explain why, it's just the rules that undead units tend to move slower, I guess because zombies move slowly.
Yeah.
Yeah, this one's taking a bit more damage because he has to lead them for a lot longer.
Got it. Casualty.
Oh, great. Well, it's not a perfect strategy.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, this guy's full of batteries, so...
Yeah, but he's also too valuable.
On my way.
Okay, screw it. I'm impatient. Let's just kill them. They're not that numerous compared to us.
Yes, sir.
We can take them.
Yes, sir. Stand clear. Ready. Hey.
I'll take your word for it.
Hey.
Well, watch.
Hooray! Applause once more.
Especially since they're distracted.
And their AI is just a little on the bright side, if you know what I mean.
Okay, heal this guy.
Because he was dumb enough to walk in front of your archers.
Actually, he got hit by a soulless, and I told him to walk in front of the archers on purpose.
Oh.
To try and distract the soulless.
Oh, wow. Okay, so that was actually really cool.
Yeah. Go. Go.
Yes?
Yes, I'm sending the journeyman in.
He's actually a really good melee unit.
Yeah.
Shovel.
Oops. This is why this wasn't plan A.
Yeah, this got a little messy. I'm glad at least that you don't, well, you can't accidentally make your units kill each other.
Yes, you can.
Well...
Sort of. They won't obey a direct order to attack a friendly. But if you literally order them to attack a friendly, nothing will happen.
Yeah, I've actually had problems with, like, there being a blob of enemies and a blob of me. And by the end, I tell them to attack an enemy, but then I realize it's me and I lose a unit.
Anytime you click on one of your own units, it will always default to selecting that unit unless the ability you're using... Unless it's like the healing ability that's designed to target friendlies.
Yeah.
Okay, this appears to be the right way. Let's speed it up.
So our wonderful, handsome audience doesn't have to sit through it.
Yep.
Whoa, red blob.
Whoa.
Red blob.
This is the middle of a very large fight, so this is another one we can just run through. Okay, archers, deal with that thing. It will eventually be taken down by the thing that's chasing it, but that'll take a while.
What unit was that, or am I just dumb?
The one that I killed was a fetch.
Oh, okay.
They're the lightning throwing guys.
Oh, alright.
The rest, that one would definitely have attacked me and I couldn't risk leaving it alive. The rest of them might actually not.
Well, that's good. Let's go watch the carnage.
Which the soulless are going to win, obviously.
Yeah.
But it doesn't matter a whole lot, since we just need to... Information was into the game speed thing. I'm gonna save quick a second.
Yep, save early, save often. It'll appease the save gods and you will never die.
Crap!
Oh boy, red blob.
The fetch is not on the same side as the rest of the red blob, though.
Stand clear.
So I'm just going to take out the ones that come towards me, and the other ones should both damage the fetch and take it out of range.
Which is the objective.
Well, they're not on my side, but since they're fighting it, I'm not sure who's actually going to win that fight, because the fetch moves slightly faster and has a huge amount of firepower, but it's also really, really outnumbered. But as long as I leave both groups alive, they'll spend their time fighting each other instead of me.
Yeah. Even though your health doesn't regen, you can always be happy that it's actually not being harmed.
Well, because my health doesn't regenerate, I need to be especially happy that it's not being harmed. Unfortunately, they actually did get the fetch, so I'm going to have to take it out. However, this bit of land up here is where the thing I came here to kill is.
You just remembered that?
Yeah.
Yeah, you've played this more times than you
right up here, if I'm remembering it correctly. Now I'll explain the actual trick. The ability will essentially kill a unit, and then jump to the thing that's closest to the unit it just killed, and then the thing that's closest to that, and then the thing that's closest to that until it runs out of available targets.
So don't attack him in a blob?
No, don't. It will only target a blob. It won't target a single unit or a small number of them. So if you send them at it one by one, and keep the units you're sending at it just far enough apart that the ability won't arc between them, he'll never use it.
That's cheap. I love it.
It's the only way to beat these guys with normal units. It's flat out not going to happen otherwise.
Oh, I know.
Also, once it's in melee combat, it will never use it where doing so would cause it to injure itself, and it will never use it if it is already engaged in melee combat with something else.
Oh, wow, that didn't kill anybody.
No, that's how you do that. Those guys are incredibly powerful, but there are ways to exploit their abilities.
That's really impressive.
Yeah, and that's the end of that level.
Go us!
Of course, to the absolute surprise of no one, the archers did all the work again. This guy's getting pretty badass. 27 kills, battle survived 7.
Wow.
Well, that's what happens when you get archers in almost every level.
True.
Well, next.
Let's do this.
Oh, this one.
Tuesday, May 19th. Forest Park. It's spring again, and after 5 months of rest, the Legion is once more on the move. Last week we passed through 7 gates into the eastern lands over the cloud spine. The Fallen seem to have abandoned the mountains, but for what reason we cannot tell. The Legion is here alone, camped on the edge of Forest Heart, and dangerously far into the territory of the enemy. 2 of the 9 are with us, Coolroy and Mergen, trying to make contact with the forest giants who live in this place to beg their help against the dark. No man has seen one of the giants since the first battle for 7 Gates 13 years ago. They helped contain the fury of Balor himself for 3 years, but on the 4th it did not return, and the pass was lost. One of our scouts just came crashing through the brush, winded, and a crowd of excited men has gathered around him. Someone hurrying out of the group paused beside me long enough to say, "Soul Blighter is here. Put that in your journal."
That's a title drop.
For the sequel.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. I'm like, wait.
No, he's the name of one of the Fallen Lords.
Yeah.
There's no way to save these guys. Their death actually triggers a scripted thing.
That's sad. Do you get dinged for their deaths?
Well, it shows up on the post-view screen, on the post-level thing, I think.
Assault is here! Our scouts are dead!
Okay, more berserks. A lot more berserks, as a matter of fact. Yeah, we have a way bigger force than any previous level. We will need it.
Oh gosh, I bet.
Got him! Okay.
I really like the environment here. It's nice that they keep having changes of environment so not all the levels look the same.
Yeah, it is.
Ooh.
Yep, for this level we get these guys. They're like Trow, but not trying to kill us. We're gonna need them.
So they're on our side. Are they any faster, or...?
As I haven't been able to tell much of a difference between them in gameplay. They look different, but they don't seem to act different. They even turn to stone when they're about to run out of health. As for our objective in this mission, there are 4 Trow in this area. Kill them. That's our objective for this mission.
Oh, wow, that sounds horrible.
We do have a lot of stuff to work with. 18 berserks, 11 archers, and 3 forest giants is a lot of stuff.
Yeah, no explosives, but we usually use explosives for crowd control anyway.
Yeah, well, there is some crowd control too, but these guys are pretty good at it too.
Mm-hmm.
Not quite as good because they're still melee units, so they take damage when they kill things, but... Also, the thing is, Trow are most vulnerable to archers, actually, so... Because they present a really big target, And while that sort of applies to explosives, they move fast enough that explosives units get stomped before they even get one attack off, usually.
Oh, makes sense.
And melee units have to be within stomping distance before they can even do any damage. Archers can attack safely from outside of stomping distance for a while before they get stomped.
Yeah, and if you have them all fire at one target, you'll take that target out pretty quick.
Especially if it's huge and can't really dodge things.
Yeah.
Which is one of the issues the Trow have.
Ha! They suck. Not the Trow, though.
Yeah.
Spear throwing, I never remember their names.
Soulless.
Yeah.
Okay, let's cross this bridge. What could possibly go... Ah!
Wait, there's a bridge. Doesn't that mean something's gonna jump out of the water and explode at you?
Not always. Often, but not always. Okay, one advantage of these guys, they are faster than any of the other units that I have. Great wood. I'm definitely not going to make any puns with that. No, not me.
Moving on. Wow, so you could use them as like a holy crap.
Yep. That's about the size of it.
Literally.
Okay, without hitting the one that's on our side, take out those Myrmidons. Or, well, soften them up. There's also a Trow behind the Myrms that we're going to need to deal with.
I'm still impressed by, like, friendly fire, how the weather affects stuff. Okay, they do attack a little slower. That's the...
Well, slower than regular units. Whoa.
Oh my god.
That didn't go as well as I would have hoped. Lost 4 guys.
Still have a few more. But you don't have a journeyman to heal.
Well, they're dead. I couldn't... See that pile of stuff? That was my berserks. I don't think a journeyman could fix that.
Well...
It's like, well, we found most of the pieces. Let's just stitch them back together. Why do I have 3 left arms now? And why is one of them sticking out of where my leg used to be?
Clearly inbreeding.
God. Yeah, I saw another Trow up this area. Okay, kill the thing.
Whoa, things.
Yeah, not very many of them though.
I'm impressed by your use of archers. The way this game works, it still is kind of interesting because I'm used to just throwing a blob of lines at the enemy and hope that I make my blob faster than they make it.
Yeah, this is really more oriented towards micromanagement. I'm surprised not to have seen more games like this other than this. Like, the vast majority of the strategy games that I know of are a lot more like, say, StarCraft, where you just set up an economy and then make stuff and throw it at other stuff.
Should look into some other RTSs. It'd be fun to see if there were any more micromanagement heavy. I mean, I would suck at them, but you could laugh.
I don't know. You could probably learn to do this with practice. It's not that crazy hard, and besides, there are enough different difficulty settings, since it goes down to timid, that whatever your skill level, you can have something that'll be fun but not overwhelming. If you've been playing the game all your life, or if you just started yesterday, you can still find something that works.
Whoever invented the difficulty system in games, like, should get a real high five.
I actually have no idea where that concept originated. This is one of the earlier games I've personally played that has it, but I'm pretty sure there are ones that predate it.
Castle of the Winds, which was made in the early 90s, had a difficulty system.
Because I actually don't remember what year this game is from. The sequel to it was made in 97, but this one is, well, by definition, the first game was made before the second one, so it was sometime before 1997, but I don't know when exactly.
That's insane. 1997, like, I was a really little kid then.
Yeah.
Sorry, anybody in the audience who feels really old now.
I was a kid then too. I've actually been playing this game since I was like 5.
Aww, that's adorable. To be honest, though, I was the same with Warcraft.
I've actually, until you introduced me to it like last fall, I had never actually played Warcraft. I played StarCraft quite a bit, but I'd never played Warcraft or anything associated with it. Still haven't played WoW.
Yeah. I did for a while, but my feelings are mixed.
Was there a group of Thrall that I just wiped out using only archers? Ooh, that's a trap.
It's a trap! Yep, he's ignoring me.
Did you say something?
No, not at all. The thumb. Oh, you're using them as bait, and then you're gonna...
Since they're way more resilient than any of my other units, they can take several hits before they go down. I'm not even using the berserks against these trow.
Yeah, you can just have one of them get hit by a bunch of you, and then your units won't be that badly damaged.
Yeah, because they have more trow than I have forest giants, but they only use them one at a time, whereas I can send all of mine at them at once.
I wonder if that changes if you're on Legendary, does it?
Nope, it's always 4.
I was more referring to their strategy, like do they send them all at once or not?
No, actually, that's one thing that doesn't change. Oop! Oh, speak of the devil, looks like I have to take on the last 2 all at once.
Oh, that's terrifying.
Okay.
I'd say
Trust me,
safe,
there is
but
a
I think
plan.
you got this.
Trust me, there actually is a plan here.
You're baiting them.
Yep. Because the archers can take care of the... Whoa! That is not at all how I expected that to go. Oops!
Plural!
Yep. Usually you end up hearing that a lot earlier in the game than I did, but...
Casualties!
Well, we won, but there were some problems.
I got a little messy.
Oops.
Good enough.
Well, 20 survivors, I guess. I still have the 1 archer!
Wow.
8 missions survived, 30 kills. I probably lost all of the others that had any experience, but...
Hey, at least we kept whatever his name was.
We don't get to use the forest giants again on the next level.
No, I meant the archer.
We have the 1 guy. God. 4 trow. Not much else, though.
Yeah. Their stats, don't they increase with how many battles they survive?
Their attack speed does, and for ranged units they get more accurate, that's all. Which, since you can stun lock things in this game, attack speed is actually really important.
Unknown inside the tank. I do not understand what has happened. Falling back before 2 myrmidons in Forest Heart, I was enveloped by a greenish haze which tore me from the earth. Now I find myself here, in a vast underground cavern with many of my comrades. We have been unable to find any way to the surface. Mergen believes us to be trapped inside the Tane, a relic forged by the smiths of Myrthendi during the Wind Age. Soon after its construction, The Tain was taken from Muthenby by raiding barbarians from the south and believed to be lost forever. But they say that the darkest artifacts have the ability to bend men to their will.
I don't even know what joke you
Calling
made.
soundlessly to the wicked and discontented.
I'm lost.
I'll just let you all wonder.
Or hundreds of feet beneath the earth or
I
sea.
hate it when you do
That
this
in
to
this
me.
way they always come to light again, no matter how buried or forgotten. So it was that Soul Blighter rediscovered the Tain. The artifact was used only once before it disappeared, by Connaught, against the terrible race of the Mercridia. Until now, Merlin said, no man except its creators knew where its victims were taken. I'll try to feel privileged while I starve to death. I have nothing more to write.
That's really emotionally potent.
Yep. Oh, we're trapped. We need to figure out how to get out of here.
Oh wow, there's a whole lot of us.
Yeah.
Let's go.
We have a healer.
Let's go.
But...
Yep.
Where's Balin when you need him? I'm moving. Over here.
Waddle.
All the battles he survived.
Wow.
Also, the way it works is this thing lights up when your units get near it.
Yeah.
There are 4 of them, 1 at each corner.
Ah!
Yes.
I'm not sleeping soundly tonight.
Yes.
You never do.
Is that so?
Well, there was the time you elbowed me between the eyes.
Yeah, I wasn't awake, but
Yeah.
how hard I hit you between the eyes with my elbow woke me up.
Yeah, she was having a nightmare and just nailed it. It actually woke me up to it right between the eyes and then just went back to sleep. So you have to leave at least one guy within a certain distance of this pillar for it to light up. When you do that at all 4 pillars, then a bridge will appear and you can get out of here.
Oh,
Go.
wow. How do you know to do that the first time you play?
Yeah.
You don't.
I'm
That's why
moving.
we're doing this.
Over here.
I ended up actually having to look that up in a guide. I couldn't figure it out. But admittedly, if you look over here, the hint is supposed to be that if you look over here, this bridge is sort of visible, but if you move the guys away from the pillar, it's not at all visible. The more of the pillars are lit up, the more visible the bridge is. Whoa!
Yeah.
Okay, those spiders falling from the sky are not cool.
That's not cool. That's wackio.
No.
Crap!
Clear.
Admittedly, dwarves are useless for this level anyway. But admittedly, at this point, it's like having them at all. Having dwarves at all has become a formality for me.
Yeah. Hey, everybody's fighting style is a little bit different.
Yeah, but I normally actually use them. It's only this recent thing that I've just completely abandoned them.
Maybe that's why they're so grouchy.
Maybe.
I'm moving.
Well,
I'm moving.
that rustling sound happens before spiders come out of the
I'm
ceiling.
moving.
Oh,
Usually.
yep. That's ominous.
I'm moving.
Yes, it is. Interestingly,
Yeah.
units that you leave at these pillars, even though you actually have to leave them behind at the end of the level, are still counted as survivors and you can encounter them in later levels. So
Oh,
I guess
wow.
they got out somehow.
It's a little nerve-wracking. You have to lose a few units every single time you beat a pillar.
That's a fetch.
Ah!
It's fighting spiders.
Alright.
I only have 3 archers.
Oh dear.
Ready.
I'm scared. Oh, they are fragile at least.
And probably
That was mine.
guess that I can't count on them already being minorly damaged. So I'm instead going to hide a berserk behind this thing.
Sir. Got him.
Also sounds like applause.
Well, you will discover if you play this game for any length of time that that is the most wonderful sound in the world.
Over here.
Yeah. I just hear it, yay! have like 900 people clapping and cheering.
Freedom. Ah, safety.
Temporary safety, of course.
Oh, yeah. You might notice that I haven't been speeding the game up as much. Part of that's because the levels are a bit more action-y recently, and part of that's because I don't want to abuse that power anymore.
Because when you abuse the power abuses you.
Over here!
I'm not afraid of you, power. Actually, I just wanted to let my slower units catch up, so that's not something that can actually get me into trouble.
Let's go!
Yeah, it's when your units are... Oh god.
They're being chased by spiders.
Okay.
However, it's possible that they'll end up in this corner. I think those berserks can take it.
I'm moving. Move there, move there. Alright.
I didn't know we had a dwarf.
We didn't. These are reinforcements.
Awesome.
Oh, the goals finally turned around and flopped them. That's good, because whichever side wins will probably come after my berserks, but I'm sure the berserks can take them.
Yeah.
It'll be a smaller force.
I'm moving.
Maybe if they stand really still and don't get quite as drunk, maybe we won't be noticed.
Well, they already are standing really... Whoa! That's bad.
I'm moving. Yes?
Is that though? Oh, these are the characters that have that really obnoxious kill everyone ability.
No, that's just another fetch.
Oh.
Shoot lightning out of there.
I'm moving. Ready? Alright.
Does it shoot lightning at people? This guy has even more experience now. And everyone else are noobs.
That is
Ooh.
ominous. Ah!
Yes. Yes.
Yes, I'm just mashing the... Whoa. The spacebar, that magical don't do anything button.
Stop, stop, stop.
That magical don't do anything to screw this up button.
The listen to me, not your instincts button.
Like I said, any significant use of dwarves and you will end up mashing that.
Because they do a great job of killing you as well as the others.
Yep. Whoa.
Yeah, ready.
Whack, whack, whack.
Still had more casualties than I'd like for this level.
I've been doing pretty alright though.
Yeah.
Ready.
Though, yeah, this is an archer team of noobs because I lost most of them in the last level.
Aww.
And this is why I leave 2 berserks. Because these groups do get attacked periodically. You only technically need 1, but on normal or above I always leave more than 1. On legendary I leave 3.
Whack, whack, whack.
Because it takes that much to safely guard this.
And if they both die, you have to send someone else, and that'll take forever.
Yeah.
Stuff like that.
Okay, something warped in, but that doesn't definitely mean it's on my side. Okay, let's pull back. Well, these archers who aren't experienced are going to become experienced soon.
Oh dear. Wait a minute.
Yeah, the spiders and the regular bad guys aren't on the same side.
I'm moving. Ready.
That's helpful.
Yeah, but they're still both perfectly happy to kill me if given the opportunity.
Just put them against each other first.
Well, the setup of the level actually does a pretty good job of doing that for me, but whichever one survives I still have to deal with. The fact that my enemies are fighting each other is kind of a consolation for how little stuff I get in this level. Yeah, my team of archer noobs is actually fairly quickly becoming not noobs.
Yeah. Do we still have our action hero archer?
Yes.
Awesome.
Ready.
I wonder how
34 kills.
I wonder how long he'll last.
Possibly to the end of the game. This is his 9th mission. This guy's been around for a while too. This is the first and only journeyman we have ever had.
Well, true, but he usually stays behind because he waddles so slowly.
Yeah. Though he has 14 kills. He's actually done some fighting.
True. And he's fighting with a marshmallow on a stick. I mean shovel.
A marshmallow on a shovel?
Sure, why not?
Yeah. Yeah, he keeps complaining about them trying to toast his marshmallow. I'll let you figure out whether or not that's a euphemism.
Dang it, now I want s'mores. Tasty, tasty.
Now I want pizza. Admittedly, I always want pizza, so...
Yeah, you have two states. You either want pizza or have pizza. Well, to be honest, that stands for pretty much every food ever.
Really, I've joked, semi-joked, that my goal for my level of wealth is I want to have enough money that I can order pizza whenever I want pizza. If I can do that, then I will be happy. Whoa! Bad guys.
Shoot 'em.
Pretty much.
Ah!
That was mine.
Those make really scary noises when they die.
And the dwarf actually killed something.
We're proud of you.
Well, not quite a first, more of a 16th, but... Your archers can take care of that.
Money.
Yeah, to be honest, the spiders aren't that hard to kill. It's just they have numbers and they have the element of surprise.
Yeah, they have the element of whoa! Ah!
Exactly.
Yeah.
You know, if they were shaped like anything else besides teddy bears, I wouldn't be quite as surprised. If they were like unicorns or teddy bears or something, I would be less like, ah, and more like, aw.
Oh, God. Until they murder you.
Then it would be an aw with a different tone of voice.
Yeah, it would be more of an
You're loud.
Yes, I know.
Oh, wow. Dat rendering, though. Whack, whack, whack.
I'll just melee these ones. The archers have gotten plenty of practice.
They're like food processors.
Except not as smart.
Ouch! That was unkind.
Maybe we'll speed up here.
March, 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 march.
April.
Really?
Yep, we actually explored the entire goddamn map to complete this.
You kind of have to.
Yeah.
To get to all of the pillars. And so apparently, the guys at the pillars are counted as survivors, as you said. How did they get out? I really don't know.
Do I have to actually get the last few? I think I do. I'm also not allowed to leave more than one unit behind.
Oh.
However, we've already killed everything, so there's no danger in having the last 4 guys just run this way, so...
64x.
That's as high as it goes.
Well, that took no time at all.
Unfortunately, these guys have gotten lost.
Aww. Whoa.
Guess there were enemies. Oh, the dwarves actually got to be heroes this time.
Glorious.
And the journeyman again.
That archer just being a boss.
The ratio 24-1.
It's pretty great.
Next. Oh, that's such a nice calming background.
Date unknown. Inside the tank. Tradition tells us almost nothing of the Mercurian, save for the horrible skull platforms they
Date
would build from
unknown.
the severed heads of their
That's
enemies.
terrifying.
We found one of these a few hours ago, 30 feet high and 100 feet across, each skull arranged with a mad precision that was terrifying to behold. Many of the skulls were human, or at least humanoid, but among these were others which were certainly not. whose shapes and curves I have tried to forget ever since. In the center of the platform, far above our heads, rose the ancient battle standard of the Mercurial. We left immediately. Mergen believes that we are close to finding a back door, a secret exit from the Tane, added by its creators so they could escape the thing if it were ever used against them. It will be hidden, of course, and almost certainly protected by traps, but it is our only chance of escape. These caves are so vast that we've been able to locate less than 50 of the 4,000 men we suspect are imprisoned with us. Mergen hopes that he can release the others after we have escaped by destroying the Tane at the exit. I asked him if doing so would also set free everything which had ever been imprisoned in the Tane, but got no response.
That was really well executed.
Yep. Now we actually need to find a way out of here.
This looks bleak.
It is bleak.
Yeah. Let's go.
Kill! Trust me, there's a reason for this.
Because they're made of beef?
No, there's a reason why I'm actually letting them do it this time.
Oh, wow.
That is my reason.
Do you just have this game memorized?
Yep, pretty much.
Wow. Oh boy, more red dots.
Remember, the myrmidons and the spiders aren't... Whoa! Remember, the myrmidons and the spiders aren't on the same side as each other, but neither of them is on the same side as me.
Yes.
Now, here's a little wrinkle in this level. I think 3 is enough. I'll show you. Whoa. Well, dwarves are a wrinkle in any level, but this thing, if you get too close to it, lightning will shoot out of it and you will die.
How do you know this?
Trial and error. I just don't feel like showing that to you because I'd have to reload to do it. The thing is, there are several of them throughout the cave. There's only enough power for one of them to be glowing like that at a time, so as long as you have units close enough to one of them that it's glowing, the others can't go off. The keys that we need to get out of here are behind those pillars. So, for example, you see how that one's lit up. Because the pillar over here is glowing, the one here won't activate.
Oh.
And so...
There's a lot of red dots on our left.
Yeah, we're gonna have to kill them. All of them.
Oh, kill all the things.
Yep, pretty much. Okay. Let's kill the things.
Okay. Wow, we have a lot of berserks this level.
And I even left some of them over here, remember?
Oh yeah.
As long as these guys are here, this thing won't start shooting lightning at us, trying us to kill us, so that's how we can get past here.
Oh, alright. I'm curious, how did you learn that the first time?
Strategy guide. I actually ended up having to look it up. After getting after getting all my units vaporized several times.
Yeah. Wait, like a written strategy guide?
Yeah.
I haven't heard of those in forever. I know they still make them, but...
Yeah. Since I got this game, I got a special version that contained this game and the sequel all as one unit, and it included the strategy guides for both and some other stuff.
Oh, that's cool.
So... Actually, still on Amazon, too.
Wow.
No, that isn't product placement because we are not getting paid.
Nope. We're doing this on our own very good will.
Well, I've said before, this is a serious competitor for my favorite game ever, so I wouldn't mind getting it some more publicity just because I like it. Also, yeah, the dwarves are completely useless in this level.
Yeah, they're too spread out. The enemies are.
Yeah, these enemies don't clump together very much. They're also really fragile.
Yeah, to the point the archers can just stab them a few times and they're gone.
They're really fragile and also really fast, so blowing them up doesn't do much, so archers and melee are most of the work. The dwarves do actually have a purpose, it's just that for once that purpose isn't killing things.
Ready? Buddy.
We'll see what it is in a second.
Alright.
Hey. Sir? That was mine.
Do we still have our valiant champion archer?
Probably.
That's awesome.
Pretty sure he did survive.
Got him.
Whoa, that's way too fast for its own good.
No, being fast is certainly good for it, it's just not good for me.
Buddy.
True, true.
Let's go. Yes.
You take out that one.
Yeah. Whack, whack, whack. Huh, all the dwarves have different colored hats and stuff.
Yep. That's part of how they make them not look all identical. And I'll show you what the dwarves are useful for. You need to pick up one of these from behind each pillar, and dwarves, for some reason, are the only ones who can carry them.
Kind of like that one level where only the journeyman could carry the item.
Well, that's not just one level. That happens all the time. For some reason. It's always... If it has to be carried by a specific unit, that specific unit is pretty much always either a dwarf or a journeyman.
Over here.
I guess archers die too often or something.
Yeah, melee units, same thing. It's always dwarves or journeymen. My guess is that it is that your dwarves, since they are your explosive units, and your journeymen are the unit who, since they can heal, are the units you're going to be paying the most attention to anyway.
Let's go. I'm moving. Yeah. I'm moving.
Gosh, you do this like from muscle memory. It's kind of impressive.
I have actually lost count of the number of times that I have played through this game.
Ready?
Like, literally, I couldn't tell you. I have forgotten.
I bet you could just like tell us every level in order and what it contains.
Yes, I could.
Wow. That's pretty impressive.
Rose Bridge, Trader's Grave, Siege of Madrigal, Hull Homecoming, Flight from Covenant, Force 10 from Stonheim, Bagrata, the 5 Champions, Out of the Barrier, Silver Mines, Shadow of the Mountain, 7 Gates, Forest Heart, Heart of Stone, Smiths of Mirthemne. That is every level up to this point. Feel free to check that based on the previous videos. It's accurate.
Oh my gosh, what?
The level after this is Sons of Mirgard, then the optional level along the way to Drinking Party, then the Road North, then Across the Guild, then the Watcher, then I believe is River of Blood, Pools of Iron, The Last Battle, and The Great Devoid, and that's the end of the game.
Wow.
Sir?
Yes, I could also describe the gameplay of each of those levels to you.
Wow. And I can attest he did not read that off a list. That was all you.
Well, we're recording this audio as we play the game, so...
True.
And yes, the ones I've already recited, feel free to check that with the past Let's Plays. Those are the levels in order.
Let's go. Sir?
Wow.
Step aside.
I
can't get over just how average the archers sound.
Yeah, they seem to have noticed that because in the sequel, they decided to make the archers sound as unusual as the other units, so now they're all British in Myth 2. I don't know why, but for some reason they decided British was the right thing to go with for making their archers sound different.
Yeah, because I mean, this just sounds like some guy next door.
Admittedly, the warriors kind of sound the same way, and they kept them the same.
Well, yeah, but warriors are about as generic as they get.
Yeah.
Why?
Okay, now grab the thing.
Whoa, I could have never noticed that. Uh-oh, there's a pile of red things by our green things.
Yeah, that's supposed to be there. The spiders will never attempt to leave the place where go past the pillar.
Save early, save often.
Which, the spiders won't ever attempt to get past these things, which makes sense because these things frequently strike you with lightning whenever you try to run through them. The fact that it won't this time doesn't change that. Their AI is, well, let me put it this way, they probably tried to get past them a few times and it didn't work. And it's actually not possible to lure the spiders past them. They just won't try it.
Wow.
At least as far as I know, because, well, makes sense. They've probably tried this a few times, learned that it just gets them killed, and aren't going to try it anymore.
Yeah, right now they just look like they're patrolling in a circle.
Probably in case there are intruders for them to eat.
Num num num. Even though the idea of a massive spider is like completely impossible, the thought itself is still terrifying.
Yeah, it is. What's interesting is, yes, they wouldn't... You can't actually have giant spiders. They can't really get much bigger than you see them get in real life because, well, gravity.
Yeah, their exterior's really thick to protect them and stuff, but because it's thick, it's kind of heavy.
That's one reason. They also don't have blood vessels.
Oh.
They have an open circulatory system, which when you get into larger scales just doesn't work.
Notice that we do not have an open circulatory system. I can't believe you remember that, even though you took that class like 4 years ago.
Also, those of you who know how arachnids work might be amused that at least the spider queens have 6 legs.
They do?
Yep.
Oh.
I believe the smaller ones also have 6 legs. I don't know. They might have 8 and I'm just not seeing one pair, but yeah.
Yeah, I mean, they clearly advertise them as spiders. They're not just like insects that look like spiders.
They're intended to be spiders, but yes, they appear to have gotten the number of legs wrong. Crap.
Casualty. Ready?
Oh, jeez.
Well, we only lost one. It may have been the awesome one, though.
Aww.
Nope, we still have him.
Yay!
With his 39, he of the 39 kills.
Wow.
Let's go.
Wow, we should take him out to dinner sometime. He's excellent.
Yeah. Yeah, let's speed things up. Grab this.
Yeah, it's almost camouflaged against what I think are rocks.
I believe those are eggs.
Oh.
Over here.
Let's not antagonize them, shall we?
Let's go.
I'm guessing that during Legendary you don't want to antagonize anything that you really don't have to.
Well, you don't want to, but you end up doing it anyway.
What now?
Okay, now to show you what you actually do with... It is funny to watch the dwarves walk at like really high speed. You take the dwarves that have the 3 objects here.
I'm guessing they just place them right there.
Yep. They even do it automatically, you don't need to. And then there's one more that we still need to get. Once we've gotten all 3, we can open the gate and get out of here. Okay.
Maybe only the dwarves can have them because they're the only ones who know how to throw things.
I don't know, I never really thought throwing things was a very complicated skill, but...
You know, with this AI, you really never know.
Dwarves majored in throwing?
Yep. Minor in killing and friendly fire.
Oh, God. Minor did not know. I think they just all failed the... I just think the, understanding blast radii course isn't very good at Dwarf College.
Or maybe they were just hungover that day. And every day. And stuff.
Let's go.
I don't know, they seem to have gotten the throwing part down. It's just the understanding that they have a blast radius part they have trouble with.
True.
Unfortunately, we did lose 1 archer, but I'm not going to reload a past save just because of 1 casualty.
Yeah, that's That's just petty.
Hmm.
Yeah,
That's just bad form.
we'll do it.
It's like playing on half speed.
Hmm.
Actually, no, that would just be boring.
Yeah. Chill.
You'd be surprised how hectic things can get.
Back up.
You do make this look a lot more effortless than it probably is.
Yeah, it takes some practice. Also, yeah, on Legendary you would want to avoid getting into confrontations and stuff. You can't. You still end up actually having to fight everything.
Ah, jeez. I'm guessing you make very heavy use of the Journeyman's healing abilities.
Except you only get 6 of them per level, and you don't even get them in every level.
Ah, jeez.
Ranged attacks. They are your friend.
Yeah, you don't, like we said, we don't take any damage from ranged attacks unless they actually manage to hit us by other means.
Yeah. Let the archers and dwarves do most of the work. That's how you survive on Legendary. There are also a whole bunch of more complicated tactics to use. Using melee units to draw attention of enemy ranged units while your archers take care of them. Setting up, you have to use satchel traps a lot more, things like that.
Ready.
That one level where we just kept setting traps and blowing up everyone.
Yeah.
That was so fun.
The level where the only units you get are berserks, who are Scotsmen, who are famous for, in real life for their drinking, and dwarves, who are famous in fiction for their drinking. I seriously doubt the reason why there are no archers or journeymen involved in that is because they were sober and realized that this is probably not a good idea.
What's the worst that could happen?
We blow ourselves up.
I'm guessing that's like the dwarf punchline. Oh, what could possibly go wrong?
God, it's more like our catchphrase.
Yes.
And religion.
We'll do it.
Religion? Oh god, oh god, oh god, oh god. They're so mad!
And so dead.
Well, I guess you can overwhelm them.
Yeah, that's... Also, they're like trow, though they're not as dangerous as trow in that since they're one really big target and doesn't have that much health, you can just kill them with archers. There's only one last group of enemies in the entire
Over here.
level.
Oh wow, we moved through them pretty quick.
Yeah. This is another one of those. On any difficulty, you pretty much will have to kill everything if you want to finish the level.
Oh look! Oh shit, those are not friends. I thought they were friends. Oh look, we got a friend.
Yep. Another berserk and another archer, though they're both, they're completely new, they have no previous experience, and there are no more enemies left to kill, so they'll just...
transfer over?
Yeah. I'll get to keep them in the next level that allows me to have either archers or, berserks, but they'll only get experience from having survived.
Mm.
They get the equivalent of 1 kill, though it's recorded separately. Okay, we have all the stuff we need, and now there are no more enemies left, so...
What's walking in a circle?
He's confused, his pathfinding's gotten messed up.
Oh.
Let's go.
Ooh. Don't want to get too close to the towers.
Yeah.
But I may as well fast forward through this since I can't possibly be ambushed by enemies.
Because there's no enemies to be ambushed by?
Ambush in 3, 2...
That feeling.
I'll fast forward this.
Oh, come on.
God, why is... His AI is so incredibly dumb. Even the pathfinding is stupid.
Wow.
Still love the game, but the pathfinding is not good.
Just means you have to micromanage a little bit more.
Yeah, I mean, the game is about micromanaging, so... Okay, that's everything.
Sparkle, 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 sparkle.
And now we can leave.
What happens to anybody left behind?
I don't know. At least we should be able to leave, assuming it's not broken.
Yeah.
I think I know what the problem is.
Yeah. Let's go.
You stay here. Sometimes they don't land properly.
And so it doesn't pick it up as it actually existing.
Let's see if it works now. Yeah, that's very rare, but it does happen.
Yeah, I see 4 things in there.
This is actually, I've actually never encountered this before.
Just retoss everything and see what happens.
Yep, works now.
Huh.
Yeah, apparently sometimes it will glitch out, and if it doesn't land properly, you have to pick it up. But once it's working properly, yep, move on! Yay! I had to troubleshoot it a little bit, but yeah.
Yeah.
Remember that if you ever end up playing this game, that if that happens, that's what you do about it. And that's the end of that level.
We did not have that many casualties, did we?
1.
Dang.
Kill ratio 98 to 1.
Fierce.
Legendary archer.
10 battles survived.
Our journeyman is the same thing. 40 kills.
Wow.
Well, that's the end of that level, and it's actually a good place to break for this week. You might notice that we did 4 levels this week instead of 3. That is because of our grand plan known as... we forgot.
Yup.
We forgot to stop. Anyway, bye!
See ya.
See you next week, we hope. Bye.
Bye.